What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Monroe Lake overview. We're super excited about tonight's show. We're going to get things started here in just a second. I see we got a couple of viewers already. You know the deal. Let me know you can see me, hear me, for better or for worse. And we'll get things started here in just a second. Looking for my chat. Throw in some comments for me. Let me know where you're watching. Again, let me know you can hear me. You can see me. This is a very professional go live right here, as you can tell. We really know what we're doing. But hey, we're live at least, I think. I hope. Maybe somewhere on the webs. So should be on Facebook. Should be on YouTube. If you know anybody who wants to watch these, was like, I don't really do the Facebook thing anymore because I'm too cool for that. You could share the YouTube link with them as well. But yeah, we're excited to be live. Like I said, jump in that chat for me if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. I don't know if I said YouTube a second ago or not. I think I did. But yeah, been a long work day battling through the storms over here in central western Indiana, but we got a nice little break. Still got power, so luckily we're able to do this thing tonight. Like I said, we got a good show lined up for you guys. We're going to go over everything you need to know about Lake Monroe and what's coming up there. Hopefully, have a special guest if he can join us here, and then of course we'll have the man, the myth, the legend, your president, Merlin Hammer, on here in just a second. Andy Lundy, what's up, my brother? Appreciate you. See me and hear me okay? Merlin's back. Merlin's back. I just saw it said lost connection. I wasn't sure if it was on my end or Merlin's end. Merlin, you're in the green room there. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me, bud. Oh, good. Merlin can see me and hear me. So, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Impacts of this weather we're having. What that's going to mean for this tournament coming up. It's going to be interesting. That is for sure. And I just seen our special guest has entered the green room. He's in the background waiting, so we'll bring him on here in a little bit. Just a couple minutes late to the party. So hopefully his audio and video is good, but we'll get into that here in just a second. So again, welcome to Indiana Kayak Bass Nation's Monroe Lake Overview, presented by The Hooker. The 2026 season is presented by The Hooker this year. They're a new tool company to help you get hooks out of your hands. Hopefully not out of your face, but really cool tool. I would have had mine, but it's pouring down rain, so I didn't go get it. Maybe Merlin's got one laying around. We can talk about that in a little bit. And then, of course, our title sponsor this year is Newport Vessels, and super pumped to have them on board. We're going to talk a little bit later about what that means for you guys in terms of the championship and angler of the year and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting show. So let me just make sure we are shared out to the platforms real quick, guys, and we're going to get started. We do have some news for you guys, some breaking information, if you will, in regards to the Natty, the Bass Kayak Series Championship that everybody's hoping to qualify for at the end of this year, of course. If you're watching this, please give it a share. Jump in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. I see Chris Hillebrand, our amazing tournament judge. Shout out to Chris. We're going to get him on future episodes, of course. He's a crucial member of this team, and we want to talk to Chris. Chris has some housekeeping items that we're going to discuss from the last tournament with you guys. Guys, I made a giant mistake last night. Let me just talk to you about that real quick while I'm sharing this stuff out. I decided I was going to do some work in the office, and I wanted to let some fresh air in. I opened up the window, opened up the door, and I let in like a whole family of flies. And I've killed several, but if you see me like swatting at things, that's why. They're driving me nuts right now. So, all right. We are almost there, guys. Merlin's about ready to join us. I'm getting this shared out. We're going to share it to the Grubby page. If you guys will share it as well. Got a few people signed on. So let's get to it. Let's get into the lake overview. And then here shortly, we'll have a special guest for you. He's got a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of experience about Monroe. He's a stick, so you guys will definitely want to see and hear from him. But without further ado, if I can work this thing. There he is.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. Fantastic.
Got my handy.
There it is. You got it. You got it.
Yeah, I ran downstairs. I heard you talking about it. I had to sprint for a second.
Yeah.
I haven't had to use
I intended to have mine. I've got a nice rusty treble hook right here. I was going to, give myself that. Went and got the tetanus shot in preparation and everything. And, forgot it out there and didn't want to go out in the rain. No, I'm joking. Wasn't going to do that. I was hoping not to. I'm thinking maybe you should try that, though. What do you think? You got enough holes in the face already. What's another one?
Maybe some tournament. I'll be crazy and go for a demo. We'll see.
Oh, maybe we can sell like raffle tickets, and raffle off who gets to put the hook in you and who gets to take the hook out.
Yeah, let's see. $50 a pop.
No. Right. There you go. That'd be enough to pay off some of the debt you've racked up building this amazing organization that we have here. Yeah, no, D Hooker, great stuff, man. New tool. I don't know if many people have seen it yet, but they're starting to get it out there pretty good, and developed by an ER physician, fisherman.
Captain Mike,
yeah. And it works great. I've seen lots of video of him sticking hooks in himself and taking them out. So poor guy. I mean, you gotta prove it somehow, and he's doing it. He's taking them hooks and jabbing them in there and taking them out left and right. So it obviously works. He trusts it. So.
Yep.
Ah, man. So have you dodged the storm so far tonight or today? Or
no, it's kind of like a hurricane up here. The trees are like bent in half and fun stuff.
No power outages or damage yet?
It did blink for like a second, but typically our power holds pretty strong.
Well, here if I sneeze hard enough, which I have bad allergies and I sneeze quite a bit, the power goes out usually. So we'll see. Hopefully we can ride this little dry gap a little bit longer and stay live tonight and get into some stuff. So let's do that. Let's get right into it. Let's jump into it with some housekeeping items that we have before we get into the fun stuff from Patoka Lake. One of those things being around rules and stickers and identifiers. You want to break that down for the team?
Yeah, so our judge, he had a few people on our first event. One of the things that kept showing up, well, it didn't keep showing up, it was just something he noticed, was people had more than one sticker on the fence of their board, and you definitely need to have one or none, but you can't have more than that. He made it clear to those people who he did see, and so it's good from there for them. And then another thing was just make sure you have your identifier written down and clear so he can read it. So.
Yep. So the sticker thing, a guy puts 10 stickers on there. He's got a little bit of an advantage over a guy with just one sticker. Stickers do help sometimes reduce glare and make it easier to see. I have a sticker on mine. I can't remember. Oh, it's American. I think it's like they're not in business anymore, but they were doing something with SIAC. So I got one sticker on mine.
Yeah, I just have the sticker that the national Bassmaster kayak events put on there.
Yeah, so in preparation for this upcoming tournament, if you're one of those guys who got a lot of stickers, take those stickers off. Just one sticker. Make sure there's not two stacked up on there. That is a rule.
And make sure your board's clean and legible too. So.
Yeah, and that just goes back to make sure you guys are checking the rules. I know these rules are a little more strenuous, if you will, than some of the other rules in the kayak series across the nation here in Indiana. So we got those both on the website. Maybe we'll brief those at some point here later on in the show. But just make sure you guys are checking that. Next thing we want to talk about is the awards location for Monroe. So where we're going to be hanging out post-tournament, we're actually going to show you guys that on the map so you can see that. Merlin has rented or reserved a shelter, if you will, in the Paintown State Recreational Area. So I'm going to pull up the maps here real quick. Hang on just a second.
And that will, for people coming to awards, we definitely want you to be there, but it will be a $7 park or annual park pass type deal, just like Patoka was.
Yeah, and guys, I'm going to strongly recommend if you don't get those annual state park passes, they're awesome. I think it's $50 for the year. It gets you in every state park at no cost. You get to skip the line. So they almost always have two entry lines. One's for people checking in. And if you have the pass, you go to that second entry, you just show it and they wave you on. It's awesome.
And another thing is if you like to travel to like the parks, just not for fishing and whatever, like they have like cabins and lodging, there's a deal that goes on early in the year that it's like, I think like 75 or $100. And like along with the park pass, you also get like a night's rental at one of their cabins. So it's something to look into in the early part of the year.
Yeah, I've always got it for years. I don't even think about it. I love that. The kids and I would go hiking or whatever. We just drive right on in, and it's a huge saving. And with our tournaments being Raccoon, Monroe, Patoka, you're likely going to want to use that. And yeah, it's really nice. So, I think about a day where if you go practice and you want to launch at Paintown and then you want to go launch at Fairfax, you'd have to pay twice versus just having that card and getting in. So anyway, just real quick, where the awards is going to be. So you got Moore's Ramp over here. You got Cutright right here. You got Pine Grove up here in the top. And then Paintown State Recreational Area. This is the campground, all that right here. So right off of 446, come on down into the park on Paintown Road. You're going to head right to the ramp, guys. You're going to head right to ramp parking, and we are at the Deer Run Shelter right here. This is going to be on Tourney X. You'll be able to find this, a link to it. You guys can park right here in the ramp overflow parking area right here, and probably not going to have any grass parking available because, well, we just got a ton of rain, which we're going to get into that. So everything's going to probably be muddy and swampy, so we wouldn't want you guys parking there. So park in that overflow parking lot area and then just walk straight across to Deer Run Shelter. I know it looks like a long walk probably here, but it's really not. Really short walk to Deer Run Shelter. It's going to be nice because we got the restrooms right there. If you got family coming with you or anything like that, kiddos, there's a playground. And if you need Wi-Fi, this little Paintown service area may or may not have it. I'm not sure, but you can definitely probably bum some Wi-Fi up at the DNR office right across from the fishing shed. I've done that before. Not much signal in this particular area. Usually over by the boat ramp, not too bad at all. Actually, I think you guys will be able to upload just fine. But if you do find yourself in a weird situation signal-wise, you can always come up here to the DNR office if it's open. Grab yourself another nice thing about this spot is you guys can grab yourself a sandwich or something from the deli at the fishing shed. Grab a drink before you come on down. But the good news is you don't have to because of our partners at Grubby. So they're going to be taking care of us, and we're going to talk about that more here in a little bit. If you guys missed Patoka Lake, we had some amazing cheeseburgers at the end of that, and we all filled up on that, which was awesome. So we'll get more into that here in a second. But we just wanted to make sure we covered those two things for you real quickly, guys. Those little housekeeping items, if you will, with the rules and where the awards location. We were a little late on getting the awards location out last time, so we wanted to make sure we had that for you guys this time. Also, if you guys are watching, as we go through this, if you have any questions, just hold those for the end. We are going to do a Q&A. So if you throw them up now, they might get missed, but we'll try and answer anything we can. And we'll probably give you guys an opportunity to ask some questions of our guest tonight as well. So, yeah, those are the two main things there. And then let's talk about the conditions for this one. I mean, we just got thrown a nice little curveball, I will say. Some people are going to be really excited about it. Other people, not so much. I'm going to go over here real quick. Merlin's already given a thumbs down. I'm going to go back over here to the screen share, and I'm going to show you the Monroe Lake water level report as of today. We did see the lake fall again today, 0.33. So it's been falling in that 0.3 to 0.35 range for the past 2 weeks. You can see here on the gauge, we've got about the sharpest decline, as you can see on Monroe. The plug has been pulled, if you will, 2 foot a week, roughly. It's made fishing tough. There's been several tournaments out there the last couple of weeks. Reports have not been great, and it's not because of the lake. It's just because of the water pull. Those fish are trying to move up, and they're pulling the water off their heads as quickly as they get up there. Always makes things tough. I've seen this, Merlin. I'm sure you have. Time and time again, the minute this lake levels out or starts to rise, those fish are going to move straight to the shallows, and they're going to do the thing. Am I right or am I right?
Definitely. And they're going to get plenty of water today. So
they're going to get plenty of water. We're going to talk. We're going to do Sam's little weather segment here in a minute. Brought to you by Synoptic Weather, which is not a sponsor yet, but Synoptic, if you're watching, partner with you. We're going to get into the weather here in a little bit, but kind of leading up to what happened today, what we're looking at, you guys see this sharp drop that has been happening. We had those early spring rains. Then it's really dried out here in the central part of the state, and it's been falling. Monroe Lake is a flood control as well as supplies the town of Bloomington with water. So it's built to hold a ton of water, but they're going to get it down as quickly as they can, as soon as they can, obviously, in case there is more rain that comes like we had today. So the bad news going in today was if we didn't get any rain, they were going to continue to pull at this rate. By the time we got there Saturday, you were looking at probably about 2 foot high in that range roughly, which is a good water level for Monroe. But the problem is that falling water tends to make it very tough, even on the seasoned guys that have been out there. I was worried about that. So doesn't appear that's going to be the case now.
Nope.
If we look real quickly, this is the NAM, and this is going to be total rainfall through Thursday at 2 a.m. Okay, so this is including today's rain. You see this little blue area right here over Lake Monroe. That's 5.48 inches falling on Lake Monroe. Anything from 3 to 4 inches north of there. And I will tell you, there are some training storms just south of Monroe right now that are dumping a ton of rain that this model isn't bringing in. So you've got heavy rain north, south, and right on the lake. The creeks below, the rivers below are going to fill up. They're going to have to put the plug right back in Monroe, and it's going to be flowing in. It's going to be flowing in like crazy. We might not only be seeing rising water, but we may see Monroe come up several feet this week. I'm hoping it's not blown out, but it's going to have major impacts on this tournament. For some people, it's going to be great. Other people are not going to love it. It just is what it is. The good news is we're not looking at any rain past Wednesday morning. So Tuesday late night into early Wednesday morning, there's some rain coming. But yeah, it's pretty serious stuff. The HRRR isn't fully updated yet, but it doesn't have it nearly as bad. But it's been trending kind of light anyway. We already know we have like 2 inches of rain that's hit Bloomington already today. We'll take a quick look at the radar to see what we got coming in. And this is as of, this was 5 p.m. Let's get it. Here we go. This is 9 p.m. We're in that dry slot that I've been talking about. You can see out to the west here. We got more coming. It's going to fill in. So, I mean, you got to think that's another probably quarter to half an inch of rain right there. And then, like I talked about earlier, as we get into the overnight hours on Tuesday, you see we're dry until about, let's see. Well, the HRRR isn't showing rain now on, oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I just didn't let it load. Here we go. Let's back this up. This is Wednesday at 1 a.m., not Tuesday. Wednesday night, 1 a.m. And more rain coming in. That's going to add a little more water to the system.
It's going to be some stained water for sure.
Some stained water. That's right. That's right. And get into the Google Maps here. Actually, let me use Google Earth for this. You can see you've got 2 major creek systems that come in to Monroe. So everything, for those of you that aren't familiar with Monroe, everything on the map as we're looking at it here, orientation-wise, to the right of the causeway, okay, this is the what we call the slow side, all right? You've got the 2 creek arms that come in, Crooked Creek up here, and then this is the Pine Grove section here. So Pine Grove ramp right there. These 2 areas are definitely going to have a ton of water in them, and they're probably going to be blown out. The backs of all your creeks and pockets are probably going to be as well. Everything to the left of the causeway here is going to be your fast side. Got a major creek arm in Moores right here. Paintown is here. Moores Ramp is here. So major creek arm there. Allen's Creek, another pretty good sized creek arm. Ramp, probably the second biggest creek arm on the fast side. It's going to have a ton of water flowing into it. Then you got Sugar Creek down here on the dam side of the lake. So, yeah, plenty of water rushing in down these hillsides, though. Just because you're not in a creek arm, you're still going to see tons of little guts and channels and stuff bringing water into the system.
Yep, it's gonna be interesting because, like you said, it's been dropping like crazy. Now those fish are gonna be like, oh look, that's the so hopefully they'll be happy for a week or so and do their thing.
Yeah. You got to think it's been holding the spawn back some. I know some fish have been caught on beds.
And I'm not a big moon guy, but it is going to be what is it, full moon this weekend?
Full moon, coming up on the full moon. We do have a little bit of a cold front on the backside of this storm system and all this rain, but it's not a major one. We're not going to see, super cold temperatures or anything like that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Let's bring on our guest for tonight, though, as we continue to break down Lake Monroe in this overview. This guy has fished Monroe quite a bit. He just came off a BFL tournament there last weekend. He's had some success there on the kayak side, loves the lake. Just came in with a top 3 finish and big bass, our BizBaits big bass up at Soka Lake. So with a 21-incher. So he's leading the show there. And a good friend of mine, Jason Wood. Bring him on here. Is he there? Jason, can you see us? Can you hear us? Let's see. Oh, we don't hear you, Jason. Let's see what's going on. Make sure it's not something on
Are
my
you
end.
muted?
Make sure you're not muted. Tap that little microphone icon and make sure you're not muted, my friend. The people want to hear you. Let's see. All right. Well, hopefully he figures that out. So we can get all the juice from the man, the myth, the legend that is Jason Wood. He's brought in the support team. Trying to figure it out. Guys, in the comments right now, if you're watching, let us know what you think about all this rain that we just had coming.
Wyatt saying talking about bedfish on raccoon.
Yep. Doesn't surprise me. There's a shad spawn going on raccoon as well right now. Not surprised at all by that. I saw a lot of fish moving around when I was there. So, and there, look, there's bedfish on Monroe right now, no doubt about it. There is. I don't think the main waves hit yet, but what do I know? I haven't even been on the lake. Jason, can you hear me, buddy?
Maybe pop him off in my background.
Yeah, I might have to. All right, we're gonna take Jason out. We're gonna bring Jason back in. Jason, can you hear me, buddy? Yep, Jason's frozen now. All right. We'll just remove him altogether and see if he can pop back in and figure out audio here in a little bit. So, yeah, the spawn. I mean, water temp should be getting right there around that 70-degree water mark. This water that's coming into the system, it's going to raise it. It could be the perfect storm. Of course, if we got a lot of mud mix and stuff like that, that could make things tough. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out over the next few days, really, to see how much water really enters that system and how quickly it can kind of calm down.
Yeah, I think we're getting a little cooling trend going into the weekend. It won't be anything crazy, but it will be cooling off a little bit. Watch for any floating debris.
Yeah, that's a good call out. I mean, safety for sure. You're making run across the lakes and the creeks and stuff like that. You could have some timber. Well, let's do this since we're waiting on Jason to see if he can get back in here or not. Can figure out what's going on with his audio. Let's just take a quick gander at the lake one more time.
Let's highlight all the ramps.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's highlight all the major ramps. There's some little offshoot stuff, but the major ramps you've got down here starting at the dam on that fast side. Again, remember we kind of break this lake up into two sections, fast side and the slow side. You've got the Salt Creek recreation area here down at the dam. Okay. Easy access to fish the dam and some of these pockets down here. Kind of a long run to get over here to the Sugar Creek area, but definitely doable.
Yeah.
And then as we come around down here and go head east on the main lake, you get over here to the Fairfax area. A lot of people fishing these tournaments are familiar with this area, if not from the lakeside, on land, because this is the area which Grubby has held its championships and things like that. So you got the Fairfax marina area here, the Fairfax Beach up here, and then the ramp is down here on the very south end of this.
That's a big hill.
I'm sorry?
That ramp is a very big hill.
Yeah, very steep ramp. Coming off of Fairfax here, you got a lot of little cuts and stuff down here on the southeast side of the lake. And then as you come up on the east side, almost straight across from the marina, you have Hardin Ridge, which within Hardin Ridge, you've got a little beach area right here. And then behind it, you have the Hardin Ridge ramp, which is connected obviously to the Hardin Ridge campground area there. So recreational area. And then as we head north, we have Allen's Creek. So this little creek arm here on the east side of the lake, and the very back of it is a one of the smaller ramps on the lake, but plenty of parking. And then we're going to move to the western side of the lake over here, and just north. Sorry, guys.
Ramp has that little ramp in the back of it.
Yes, there is a dirt road. Well, it's gravel, and it goes into a dirt parking lot area in the back of ramp. The problem with ramp is you are going to have extremely limited parking in a rugged area, and if this water does come up a few feet, you'll have no parking there. So that's definitely one you want to check out prior. Don't go there in the dark of the morning and try and figure that out. That's something that you're going to have to check out, at least drive over to and practice. I'm going to tell you, if you trailer, there is no turnaround. If that water's high enough to that it's up to the road, there's no turnaround. You're going to back up with the trailer up the hill a good ways, because
Jason says he thinks he's got his audio fixed. Sorry.
Okay, great. I do not see Jason in here though, so I can't add him.
Okay.
But once he drops back in, I can. Okay, so so that's the issue with the ramp in the back, or the launch in the back of ramp. It's not a parking lot. It's not a ramp. It's just a dirt road, or a dirt. It's not even a dirt road. It's a paved road that comes into a sandy little dirty area, you know. But it's going to be tough to launch in. Not saying you can't do it, especially if you don't have a trailer. But if that water comes up a few feet, there will be no parking, and you'll be on private land. So let's see. Okay, Morris Creek up here in kind of the center of the lake on the west side. Straight north of that is going to be Paintown. So you hear somebody talk about Paintown area. They're talking about this Paintown campground right here, the marina kind of area right here, and this cove that is Paintown. Now, if the water's high enough, there'll be a little bit of water runs through here, and you can get past this little peninsula, this point that sticks out here. So that's Paintown ramp.
Car top will probably be blown out. It'll be too high too. Yeah,
in the very back, this creek arm is called Moore's Creek Arm. Okay, it's a pretty big, it's actually one of the biggest, if not the biggest, creek arm in the lake. On the very back of that is Car Top. Now, this is a kayak launch only. You cannot use trailers here. I don't even think they allow you to park trailers here. I might be wrong, but this is a drag to launch your kayak type thing. When the lake comes up, if it's like 4 foot or higher, it's at the road line there. So that may or may not be.
And the roads leading to it will probably be flooded.
Flooded, yeah. You got to go across the back of the creek to get to it. So that road may be closed. That's another one you're going to want to check ahead of time if you plan on launching there. And then, of course, probably one of the most recognized ramp is Cut Right. So if you hear somebody say cut or cut right, this is the ramp they're talking about. It's just to the right of the causeway in that slow side of the lake. This is that idle zone area of the lake, and you've got Cut Right ramp right there. And then we mentioned it earlier. Still haven't seen Jason jump into the feed here to add him. We come up the creek here. If you head left, you'll get to Pine Grove, which is a ramp up here in this creek arm. It's a smaller ramp, but there is plenty. And then if you continue up the creek this way to the area that is the waterfowl resting area of this section, and continue all the way up this channel. Oh, I got to go the right direction here. Hang on. All the way up this channel, way, way back here is Crooked Creek. Again, plenty of parking. So if you like fishing the backwater stuff up in the creeks, this is your area. Pine Grove as well. If you like more of the main lake fishing style and fishing little pockets and cuts and creek arms, the main lake section is your style. So did I miss anything, Merlin?
Nope, you got them. Andy wants to know which one you're going to be at.
Andy wants to know which one I'm going to be at. I want to know which one I'm going to be at, Andy. Spill the beans. Hey, look, I'm an open book. I'll tell you guys, it may be a game time decision. I've not been on Monroe yet this year. I've fished Monroe more than any body of water anywhere. So I have plenty of history on Monroe, and that kind of bites me at times. This is serious, and you can talk to a handful of guys that talk to me in the mornings on the way to the lake and stuff. There's a lot of times I come through Bloomington, and I don't make a decision on where I'm going until I get right here to the edge of Bloomington, and I got to figure out if I'm going west, east, north, south. I have – it's like one of those things, you're just like, oh, I could go here and do this. I could go here and do this. You just don't know. I don't think I'm going to get any practice in. So I'm a fast side guy most of the time. I like to fish the fast side. Personally, you'll see me launch a cut sometimes and fish the cut area. Very rarely do I go up to creeks, but I do. I'm generally going to be on the fast side, and I fish them all. I'm not a guy that goes, oh, I'm going to launch in this creek and stay in here. I don't. I go out and I fish the main lake. I may fish Moores and ramp. I may fish Allens and ramp. I may fish Cutright in the Paintown area. I like to cover water. I don't necessarily beat the banks, but I've got spots that I like to run to. So I'm not sure what I'm doing yet, guys. I think like a lot of us, I'm looking to see what this water level is going to do over the next few days, and then make some decisions about what, the hard part's going to be if I can't get out and practice, and this is going to be for a lot of people, is like not knowing exactly where the clean water and the dirty water is. And I don't mind dirty water. I just don't want it mixing. So if I can get over to the lake, it probably won't be to fish. It'll probably be just to look at the ramps, look at the water clarity, and see what's happening. So Merlin, where are you launching?
I'll be on the fast side too, probably, but I haven't completely picked out exactly which spot yet.
All right. Well, you're just going to have to believe us, guys, that we don't know. We don't have a game plan. I don't know what to tell you.
I also won't be practicing.
Yeah, I really would like to, man. Oh, I would love to.
I've been on the lake twice this year with my dad, and I've got my butt kicked both times. So
yeah, this is one, these two were the ones I was going to practice a bunch for, and it just did not happen. Okay, Jason, man, I don't know what's going on, buddy. If you're watching, I don't know if you're trying to get in or not trying to get in. I unfortunately can't. I don't see you in the background here to add you. We definitely wanted to talk to Jason. He is our BizBaits big bass leader this year with a 21. He's going up against what I feel like is his toughest challenge to hold on to that. If he can't personally upgrade it, I think his best chance of getting beat is this week. Definitely could have happened at Raccoon. Absolutely. I don't think it's very likely that a 21 plus gets caught at Wawasee Syracuse. I'm not super familiar with it, so maybe I'm underestimating it. Maybe one of our guys in the north, like a James Miller, if he's watching, can tell me if I'm completely wrong. Raccoon can absolutely produce a 21 plus, but you see those not too often in kayak tournaments. We are going to get there at a very good time of year, so I think it's possible. But I think this is the best chance of someone cracking that 21 inch mark and claiming that $500 cash bonus from BizBaits. Do you agree?
Yeah, and like you said, Wawasee I know has some 5-6 pound fish in it. So I mean, there's probably one in there that could do it. But as far in that time of year, though, summer, that kind of thing, it's going to be harder to find. So yeah, I think this week will be the your best shot at a big one anyway. So.
Yeah, and look, Jason Wood's going to have a great shot at breaking his own because this guy's a stick here. He's got a lot of big bass on this lake, and
somebody could even find a giant smallmouth. Who knows?
It could happen. I mean, state record out of there, but not known as a smallmouth lake. They are in there. But yeah, I mean, if these fish do pull up, if they do go to spawn, I mean, you could see several 21s caught in this event. Would not shock me at all to have even a 22 put up on the board this coming weekend. So recent events out there have been tough. Like we said, very tough. The boater tournaments, things like that. We haven't had a kayak tournament out there this year.
But don't let that discourage you.
I think it's a possibly perfect storm, with this water coming into the system. It's going to get them chewing. The bait's going to be migrating up shallow. The bass are going to be migrating up shallow. And I think it's going to be good. I'm really excited about it. I've seen it in the past. This happened. This exact same thing happened. And we've seen several 90-inch bags put up on Monroe late April through mid-May, and previous events from other organizations in the state. So yeah, it can definitely happen. We've seen high 20 bags on the boat side come out during this time frame. This is when Monroe's at its best. And so as long as it doesn't get completely blown out by this rain, I think we're looking good.
Yep.
We got a few people signed up already. Several people we know that are kind of waiting for payday and stuff like that. So we're expecting at least what we had at Patoka, around 40 some anglers, and I think we can definitely get to that 50 mark. So, all right, this is going to have a huge implications on our Weather Tight Angler of the Year race. We'll take a look at that real quick. This is a 4 tournament season, a short season. We're going to talk about how 27 is going to look a little different here later on in the show. But this is a short season, your best 3 of 4, and you got to make everyone count. And we have a stacked field at the top already with James England leading the way after winning Patoka. Brian Sparks right behind him. Jason Wood, which was supposed to be our guest tonight, in 3rd place. Yourself, Merlin, in 4th, and Jason Kennedy in 5th. Now, I have to be honest, I don't know much about Jason Kennedy's past with Monroe, but everyone else in that top 5 has serious knowledge of Monroe, has had success at Monroe, and I'm not going to be surprised to see these guys back in the top 5 at the end of the day on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, and a lot of those guys' styles, James, Brian, everybody, they all fit Monroe style, so.
Yep. But this is one of those tournaments. Those fish move up, they get shallow. It does. It kind of levels the playing field, and this AOY race is going to get very interesting, very quick. Newport Vessels motor on the line here. Oh, I'm sorry. It is no. Is it the motor or is it the gift card?
The gift card for the AOY.
Gift card, $750 gift card from Newport Vessels on the line for Angler of the Year. So it's going to be fun to see how this thing shakes out.
And what's crazy is we're going to be halfway through the season.
Halfway through the season after this one. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. It seems like we just fished Patoka, and here it is. We're talking about Monroe already, and Raccoon will be here before we know it, middle of June. So exciting stuff there. All right. For those of you that are fishing or planning on fishing, thinking about fishing, we want to take a second to talk about our partnership with Grubby. I actually see it just below here on the screen. They are the official grassroots partner of Indiana Kayak Bass Nation. We were supposed to have a couple different guests on tonight. Everybody's in the doghouse, it seems like right now, fishing too much, so they need to take a little break from the fishing scene for a moment. Totally understand that. So we're going to kind of go over some of those things with those guests. And since they can't be it, we're going to do it for them. I don't know, man. If you guys weren't at the last tournament, or if you were and decided not to come to awards, you missed out on some killer burgers. The Grubby team, Ryan Reedy, showed out, cooked out, and made us some incredible food for the awards, and they plan to do so at this one as well. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited
Yeah,
for
for
them.
sure. Right now we have there for the benefit tournament that they're going to be running in with us. I think they got 11 right now, and if like with that one, you don't have to fish our event to do it. You can come out, test the waters. We'd love you to fish our event, but it's not a requirement. And when you do it, you get an entry into a waterbound kayak trailer, and then if you fish ours, you get another entry. So you got two shots at getting a trailer here at the end of the season. So definitely something to go for.
Yeah, absolutely. Those events, they have kind of an interesting payout model. I'll go over that real quickly for you guys. You can find it on Tourney X as well. Like you said, it is a benefit tournament. So some of the proceeds of some of those entry fees go towards helping out the club with their cost. And they got lots of costs, guys. I mean, you look at, if you've ever been to the Grubby Championship, you see the amount of product that they have, the dinner that they have, just the location in itself is amazing. All of that stuff comes at a cost. They got several people, judges, tournament directors working on that team. And so in order to kind of keep all that stuff going, they're running some fundraiser tournaments this year in conjunction, like Merlin said. 25% of the payout goes to winner, 25% of the payout goes to big bass, 25% of the payout goes to smallest limit, and 25% of the payout goes to the most calls. So a lot of interesting ways here to win. It's not just about being top three or anything like that. You can get in there several different ways, and then, like you said, enter to win that amazing waterbound kayak trailer. Very cool. If you haven't seen them, check it out on the Grubby page or their Facebook page. So excited about that. And of course, if you fish that event and ours, like you said, Merlin, double entry into that, and that'll be drawn at the Grubby Championship later this year. So right there, you see it. They got one at each of our tournaments this year. So huge shout out to them and all the amazing partners that have come through thanks to Grubby as well. Let's just, if we can, just take a second to get into that. And then we've got some major news to share with you guys about the Natty coming up here in a little bit. So we got companies like Dripfish and Wicked Weights, Honey's Hideout, JBC Outfitters, Backyard Custom Plastics. That's an Indiana bait company. Redbeard Baits Plastics, another Indiana veteran-owned kayak angler, making baits right there. So huge shout out to those guys. Of course, Biz Baits and Walton Rods, also Grubby partners, and proud to have them supporting us as well, amongst all of our sponsors this year. So if you're looking to know who to support, check out these guys first. All of our partners here at Bass Nation. One that's not on there, we need to get on there. Rogue Fishing stepping up as well. We gave away some Rogue gear at the last tournament. We will be doing so at every event this year and the championship.
Yeah, and those Hobie sunglasses would have been coming into play if it wasn't gonna get muddy, but I don't think they'll be as in play now.
Yeah, speaking of glasses, I feel like I gotta match your look here, Merlin. Trying to look as cool as you. Let me put some glasses on, some little blue tint. Oh, I hate these things. I got these things. They're supposed to help your eyes, with the blue whatever.
There's something sneaky on this schedule right below there.
Oh, what do we got? What do we got right below that? No, hold on. Before we get to that sneaky schedule stuff, let's talk about the announcement from the Bassmaster Kayak Series Godfather, Steve Owens, today.
I actually haven't heard it yet, so
yeah, good. This is good news, maybe for some, others maybe not so much. So Steve Owens jumped on, did a little video session on Facebook today. He's been battling some illness. He had a gallbladder issue and turned to gangrene. I had him out at the Caddo event, which you know a little something about. Again, another great finish there. So shout out to you on that. But so he was thanking the guys, and then he kind of was letting us know, like, what's the holdup on the Natty. So we talked about this kind of offline a few days ago. How come they haven't announced the location yet? Right? So he kind of spilled the beans on that. The original location was intended to be Table Rock, something in that Midwest region, an area that hasn't been hit with a national event lately. That was the intention. Some stuff fell through there, so they had to go looking for a new venue. They do have a new venue. They have not dotted the I's and crossed the T's on that just yet. That paperwork should be signed very soon, so the location should be announced very soon. So unfortunately, I can't tell you what the location is yet. I can tell you that it is going to be heading east. So this will not be in the South. It will not be in the Midwest. It is going to be an Eastern championship this year. So what that means, I don't know. Is that Northeast? Is that Southeast? Is that due East? I don't know where we end up on that one just yet. But he said hopefully they'll have that locked in, and we'll know very soon. As soon as we do, of course, we will make the announcement for that, because obviously several of you fishing in this series this year are looking to jump in the national championship if qualified. So good news there. For some others, maybe bummed that it's not on Table Rock. I would have personally loved to see it on Table Rock, but I'm excited to see where it ends up. So.
I've never fished Table Rock, but yeah, so we'll see where he picks. I'm sure it'll be an awesome fishery wherever it is.
Oh yeah, Steve always does an amazing job, and he does it the right way. So no worries there. All right, so you wanna talk about real quick before we get into that sneaky stuff on the schedule here. You want to talk about how guys can qualify for said championship?
Yeah. So obviously through our series, you're going for those AOY points with each of our events. So the top 50% of our AOY is going to make our championship. And then if you're not going for the champion or that AOY or whatever, we have our top tennisers per each event. So you can come in, cherry pick an event, and maybe it's something you're better at than the others. Or if you're fishing them all, which hopefully you are, you can do it that way. There will be no roll down. So if somebody got a top 10 at Patoka and they get a top 10 again here at Monroe or any of the others, it's just going to be less people coming from that top 10 per event side. So it might end up being, I don't know, a few less. So we'll see. And that's going to get you into our championship. And then through our championship, we're going to send the top 10% to the national championship. So the more we can get in it, the more people we're going to be able to send to the Bassmaster Championship here in the fall. So,
yep. You gotta have any questions about that, save it for the Q&A at the end, but you can also hit the rules and format page on IndianaKayakBassNation.com, and you can see everything you need to know about Angler of the Year and the championship, as well as our rules.
And a shout out to one angler who's done something pretty cool, Ryan Becker. He just he got a top 10 in Tennessee this weekend in their nation. So he's actually qualified for their championship and our championship already.
Fantastic. Awesome job. Becker, crushing it this year. All right. I know you want to tell them about it. So if you haven't watched previous shows, we have talked about how 26 and 27 will look a little bit different, and how 26 and 27 will kind of blend together towards the end of this year. So we are excited to officially announce the first leg, if you will, of the 27 season, which will really be kind of a 26-27 season. So let's get into the schedule.
So sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say one thing that when we were coming up with the 2027 schedule that I was excited about was we're gonna have a fall leg. The fall is pretty untapped for us. We have all our championships and everything, and then it's kind of Indiana's done at that point. And so our first event, which is going to be pretty exciting, is going to be a 2-day event. It's going to go along with the Grubby Championship, and that will be at Patoka this season. So it's going to be a 2-day first event for us, and while they're doing their 2-day championship, so it's going to be a battle there just to start the season. So that'll be really fun when we're going to be able to hang out with everybody. Hopefully everybody can fish both championships, so get qualified for Grubby and do ours, and should be a great event.
Yeah. So right after the Natty in October, or right before the Natty in October, will be our first event of the 2027 season. A little out of order here on the website, but in order in terms of the sequence of events.
What you're going for, yeah.
But October 34th, Patoka Lake, in conjunction with that Grubby Championship, going to be a great event. Really excited for it.
Yeah, and then after that, we're going to do one really fun. We'll see where the weather goes, but November, you'll see you'll see a familiar lake on there, and it's going to be at a completely different time than everybody's used to fishing it. So Monroe fishes pretty good in the fall, and this will be a fun one to see how it goes. And like I said, it'll be cool to see how we all do at that time of year, just because it's untapped for as far as kayak series have been.
Yep. A lot less pressure on the lake that time of year. I think it's going to be shape up to be really good. We had a USA Bassin event out there last year. It was pretty good. And I think it's going to showcase these lakes in a little bit of a different way in the fall. It's going to get things kicked off. We're going to have a 7-event series next year with 6 regular seasons and our championship. So going to Patoka Lake. Did you see that? Anybody see that? Anybody catch that? We're going
Patoka Lake.
It's a new nickname. Didn't you know? That's what the cool kids are calling it. So wouldn't be a Bass Nation Live without a Sam screw up or typo. If you've been hanging out with me long enough, I like to throw one of those in every show.
But yeah, as the season goes on, we'll roll out those 4 other events here in the spring and summer next year.
Yeah. Take a guess at where we're going to go. Rotationally moving across the state from north, south, east, and west. But yeah, that's the 2027 highlight we wanted to share with you guys tonight. Back up to where we are right now. Lake Monroe registration is open through Thursday at 11:59 p.m., at which point it does close. So you have until Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time to get registered for that event. Merlin, let them know why it's so important that we shut off registration, because that's not typical, right? Typically, you can sign up at least till the night before, sometimes even the morning of. Why do we have to do it the way we do it?
Yeah, so with Nation and the way memberships go and roster management, I mean, everybody who already registered before the first event and who's registered so far, you're good to go. But anybody who wants to wait till the end and sign up as a new member, it just gives me some time to get all of the everybody entered into the roster and make sure everything's good to go on that end. If anybody needs help, that kind of thing, I'll be there to make sure it gets done. I have a full day before the event starts. So.
Yes, sir. All right. Virtual captains meeting for this lake. So we did probably a bad job of kind of like letting you know what that looked like for the first event. So we're trying to get on top of it this one. There will be a virtual captains meeting Friday. What time did we say, Merlin? Was that going to be 7 or 8? I don't remember.
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern on Friday. Virtual captains meeting. Might be both of us, might just be Merlin, but I think you can probably plan on seeing both of us. And we'll be going over everything you need to know in terms of rules and times and all that kind of stuff for Monroe. It is on Tourney X though right now. If you guys want to check that out, we got a breakdown of the entry fees. We got all the information that you need to know, contact information, where the awards is, how to qualify, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, where are the times? There they are. Official launch time is 6 a.m. Lines in 6:30. Lines out 2:30. Photo submission deadline is going to be 3:30, and awards will start our catch trophy ceremony at 4 p.m.
Yeah, and if you want to get crazy, the Wawasee and Raccoon events are up already too. So
yes, sir. Those are officially live, and you can register for those now if you'd like. If you're not a member, you got to become a member to sign up. So head over to IndianaKayakBassNation.com, click join, and get those memberships and get signed up. We can't
follow the instructions.
Follow the instructions. There's red print there. There's bold print. It tells you what to do. So please do that. All right, guys, if you're watching at this point of the show is where we're going to open it up for Q&A. So if you guys have any questions about Monroe, if you have any questions about the nation, the championship, Angler of the Year, if you just want to know what the Goofy A is on Merlin's hat, throw it up.
Goofy A, this is the MLB leading Atlanta Braves.
Oh, sorry. I only recognize the C. I don't know anything else. So. hey, but I gotta say, little discount tackle hat here. You know, had to show that off. Was the first out of the money last tournament. Got a $50 gift card, which I have not used. I need to do that. That's a great reminder. And this sweet hat. I mean, that's probably like a $25 hat.
Yeah, that's a really nice hat. I got mine. I'm not wearing it right now. I got too many hats.
I like it. It's got that kind of, the rope things in right now. I could care less, but I like this.
Performance hat, though. It breathes really nice.
Yeah, this patch is really cool. The rope looks fine, looks nice. It's got the nice vented back. I'm really digging this hat, man. I like it a lot.
Yeah, there'll be another one of those coming, and another gift card coming. So. Yeah.
Oh, right. Ryan Becker, he's helping you out.
We talk about them.
Best team.
We got Ronald Acuna up here. We got some other Braves things.
Okay. I just got like the Norman Crankbait collection and Bassmaster memorabilia. I don't have any cool. Oh wait, hold on. I got something. Let me see. What we got? Hang on. Let me see.
We got a signed Art Defoe hat here.
I got a little. Maybe that is.
Athlete signatures are hard to read. I'm guessing.
Check the number.
Oh, Reggie Wayne, got you.
Yeah, a little Reggie Wayne signed mini helmet. I got that.
Heinz Ward up here. Show and tell.
And then I got Bob Gibson signature baseball there. A lot of people don't know Bob Gibson.
This is my favorite piece, though. This is a Tom Izzo signed basketball.
Oh, that's cool. Go IU.
No, go Michigan State.
Sorry, wrong school.
That's a good question, Justin. How many inches will it take? Well, I think we'll still hit that 90s mark again.
Man, I will tell you, I went back through some of my old data, which I fished just about every tournament since 2020. That's been on Monroe kayak wise. So is it easy to kind of see what everybody else or what every tournament's going to look like. And I went back through it today, kind of matched that with water levels. I tell you, I think there's three situations here. There is the water continues to fall, which doesn't look likely now. And I think it would have been a really tough tournament. I think the results would have been lower. Still think you would have been mid to upper 80s probably to win because somebody always cracks them on Monroe because there's so many big fish. Somebody finds a 21.
Somebody's going to get them.
Yeah. But I think with this water coming up, we're left with two potential scenarios. One is the water only comes up a little bit, stabilizes more than anything, and doesn't get blown out muddy. And that, to me, I think is like Yeah, that to me, I think, is like the perfect storm situation for us. I've just seen it so many times. I don't know if we'll have a shad spawn or not, but we'll definitely have the bass moving up and chewing with all that fresh water coming in the system. It's just what Monroe does historically. And then you're looking at several people probably cracking 90, upper 80s. The downhill side again goes back to if it gets completely blown out. There will be people that will end up in those blown out areas and struggle, and there will be people that still find them. I still think you look at high 80s for a win, but I just think there's more separation in the top and the bottom.
Yeah,
versus the middle scenario where the water comes up and everybody kind of catches them. So
I'm hoping we get that. It comes, it stabilizes, we're good, kind of.
I do too. And the models are all over the place in terms of how much. I know we showed earlier, kind of like the worst case scenario. A lot of the rain that was supposed to go north kind of ended up south, just south of Bloomington. It's really going to be dependent on how kind of like the rest of the night sets up as we get into it. I don't have it pulled up right now, but I'm interested to see how this line sets up here in an hour or so.
Good question. So
yeah, let's get into Mike's question here. Let me show it up here on the screen.
So he said 7 events. So the 7 is including the championship. So it's going to be 6 AOI regular season events, and we will be doing a 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6.
So you'll get 2. So you get 2 drops, though.
Yep, 2 drops. This year was a little bit different because we had so little time to get it in. As we've talked about in previous shows, we had to be done by August in order to submit our championship roster in time for guys to be able to fish the Natty with the Bass Kayak, Bassmaster Kayak National Series. So getting a little bit of a late start, we could only do 4, and we decided like, hey, let's at least make it your best 3 for this instance. But next year, you have an additional drop and 2 additional opportunities. So, yeah, great question. Great question.
So even if you don't want to do the fall, which I hope you do, or you don't want to do something else, or you just need mulligans because everybody needs one of those every now and then.
Yep, absolutely. And I think like a lot of the guys who fished in our first event, I mean, almost all of them, I think, fish Grubby events. So they're going to be at the Grubby Championship anyway. So it's a great opportunity to double dip on that one and get in. I think it's going to be fun to see what a 2-day event looks like, obviously, for the nation. So we're excited about that. You don't have to fish the Grubby Championship to fish in that, right? And vice versa. So there'll be a nice opportunity. $100 entry fee for the Bass Nation Championship. $75 for all of our regular season events. And don't think that'll change next year. What else? Other questions do you guys have for us in the comments? Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Luke, for those.
Mike has some experience on Monroe.
He does. So if we go back to like looking at the Angler of the Year standings, basically everyone that fished Patoka, I think, also has fished Monroe at some point.
Hey, you can just like take a little second off the water, bag one, put them in your kayak, you'll be good to go.
Yes. So this comment I knew was coming, whether it was from Michael or someone else. Anytime you have an event in November, you're going to be overlapping some hunting season stuff.
Hey, they're going to be roaming every other day that month.
Yeah,
too.
they are. You could even take a break from bass fishing, jump up in the woods and do a little deer hunting, and then come back. I'm just throwing it out there. It's just possible. It may not be easy, but it'd be possible.
Ryan said your favorite thing.
Okay, well, let's just get into it. If having that many events, should maybe consider adding a river event once a year, maybe rotate between James White and Tippy. Merlin?
What you say, James? I'm not familiar what you mean with James. You mean St. Joe?
Maybe that's what he meant. I think James Chain. I know that.
James Chain, yeah, but no, I mean, rivers would be interesting. The thing with rivers is it involves watching flow rates events and having to have backups with a single day event, it can just be hairy. I mean, it's something I'll take feedback, and it's something we'll keep discussing behind the scenes. I'm not going to tell you 100% no. I mean, it may be something we can look into for the future. I'll take any feedback. If anyone gives me feedback, give me feedback on the schedule, and I'll try to see what I can do. But yeah, at this point, it's just one of those things that can be a pain point. We like to keep our schedule where we can rotate things, have it at different times of the year. And with rivers, it's either going to be maybe good in November or it might be good in the summer. Any other time, you're going to deal with a lot of flowage. So,
yeah. I know there's three types, right? There's river only guys, lake only guys, which I've been very vocal that that's where I fall. And then there's guys who fish both, but the guys who fish both are very small. It's a small group, right? And Merlin's one of them. Becker, another one of them. So there's a small group that'll fish both, but then you have river only guys and lake only guys.
Like personally, if I were to pick one, I would love the St. Joe because it has a very lakey section, and then it has the river sections, and it's one that I feel the lake guys would actually enjoy. And
that's like way northwest, right?
Yeah, it's like South Bend, Elkhart, like right.
Oh, okay.
It's like north, just south of the Michigan border. So I mean, it'd be cool. Give those northern guys another shot. Well, I mean, like I said, it's not out of the question right now. It's not going to be in next year's schedule. I'll tell you that. But it's something we can look into.
Nice. Great question, though, Ryan. What else you guys got for us tonight? I don't know if my AC is like stopped working or what, but I'm like burning up.
There are lakes on the Tippy, but the thing about those is I feel like, I don't know. I mean, it's again something we could look into. I don't have a great answer for you, but there are the Freeman and Schaefer on the Tippy.
No, I mean, I think that was a great answer, actually, personally. It's like,
no, I've looked into it. Like, I've actually looked at all this stuff. It's not something I've, like, just avoided because I honestly thought that, too. I was like, Tippy has Freeman and Schaefer, so you got complete lakes. They're real lakes, but, yeah.
Yeah, something we'll look at. We can tell you now the 2027 schedule is pretty much set. Pending permits and stuff like that. So like Merlin said, you're not going to probably see anything change for 27, but we can definitely look at 28. What else we got, guys? Let's get off that river topic. No, I love my river guys and complete respect for what they do. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
That KAS event I just fished, that section, the St. Joe River is blowing 9,000 CFS right now. I fished a section of the St. Joe, was calm, just felt like fishing a lake. I'm telling you, like the rest of the river was insane, and it was still available. So,
okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll probably never find it out for myself, though.
Oh, you could figure it out.
What? If I'm going that far north, my friend, I'm going to St. Clair.
Don't use that argument though, because then you'll have the northern guys. If we're going that far south to Patoka, kind of.
Hey, I hear you. I know it. I shouldn't say it, but I said it. So
that could be like, if I'm going that far south, I'm gonna go to Kentucky Lake.
I have thought about. Hey, I'm open for that too. We can discuss that as well. Now I have thought about is it the Tippy, the one that's got the lake sections?
Yeah, I've got Schaefer and Freeman.
I've thought about jumping up those in the past for like IK events and other stuff. So I've considered.
Hey, maybe someday we can get Kentucky Lake. We'll see. You never know.
Let's do it. Baker's king. He's king. We'll take it. He's doing well. So.
Hey, the club is still young. We have years to figure things out.
Years to figure it out. All right. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in other than stuff about rivers. So I think it's a good time to close it out. We'll see you guys Friday night for virtual captains meeting. That's not mandatory, but of course we hope you guys check that out. Just make sure you're on track with everything that's going on, but you can find it on Tourney X. We will have registration closing Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you get registered before that. I think we're somewhere around 20 right now. We expect that number to double based off of just communication with anglers. And yeah, we'll have some stuff coming out throughout the week, some information, and we'll do a post-tournament show with some of our top 3. Hopefully, we're struggling to get guests on here right now, but hopefully by the time we do our post-tournament recap, our catch post-tournament recap, we'll have some guests for you guys.
Yeah, and if you don't make it Friday, one question I do get a lot is, do I have to write my code on a specific identifier? No, anything.
Yep, we do have a Bass Nation one you can get. You can use the Grubby one, a KBF one. I think they've got a new one out for this year as well. So
Honey's Hideout has the hookup. Go check them out along with the other guys. But yeah.
Yeah, definitely check out Honey Hideout. Obviously, supporting Grubby, supporting us, and local Indiana company, kayak anglers. So give them some love. Order your erasable kind of aluminum tin tag style identifiers from them. They got the wide ones that everybody really likes now, and you customize those. So check them out. All right, thank you guys. We'll see you soon, and get registered, get signed up, get ready for the slugfest. It's going to be Lake Monroe.